It nearly ended on 7, but then you pulled back at the last second. Almost had you. Good, Rusty.
And the compositor's being silly. Come on. There we go. Now the text is readable. That's always an upside.
Right.
Okay, so you lot are in a huge, massive chamber where massive gouts of energy crash through the focal point of a huge rush of water, and out the other side, for no perceivable reason, 5 huge gouts of flame have been keeping these giant obsidian stones hot for who knows how long. And you were currently seeing your way through repairing the originally rusty, slightly corroded, and getting fairly cold stone that you're all gathered around. Let's see here. Was there something right in the middle of happening last time? I believe you had just. Yes, you lot were you were trying to figure out what you could do next. The current state of the thing. The huge metal frame has been cleaned of the slime and algae that was covering it. It has been effectively mended back from a rusty frame back to a nice solid one that is now holding the giant cracked obsidian stone firmly. But the stone is still cracked and still radiating heat, unlike the others, which are glowing red hot but smooth on surface.
Well, it's obsidian, so I know we can all replicate that. That's just another kind of stone. You know, as surprising as it sounds, druids don't have a whole lot of fixed nature spells. Mostly just blow the shit out of things that aren't nature spells. It's weird. Or that's just Varg.
What does? Oh, that's what you're using.
Yeah, Varg's a druid, so I've looked at the druid spell list, and except for a couple lowish level ones and like 2 high level ones, it's almost all bring ruin to things that are not of nature versus fixed nature.
Yeah, I don't have anything really more to help in this either.
Yeah, something that can mend stone would be great, but
I'm sure you have plenty of wits.
Well, all right. Let's use our noggins. We're technically safe here. We could rest for the night. I can look over my spell list and try a couple things because it's obsidian. I can replicate obsidian. You just have to
miracle.
Win. I don't get that. I'm a druid.
I know. That's where you smack me in the head.
Face palming. Nope.
Nature does not break the laws of reality. It is reality. Never mind my giant tornado powers.
Let's just break the rest of them. Maybe it just needs them all to be the
I'm going to
same.
throw you in the portal. And see if that fixes it. It'll be a human sacrifice, you know?
Oh.
I don't know. I know Drake thinks we should figure it out before the the barbarian comes on and starts smashing stuff.
Like I said, my vote is either to wait, or if someone has some way to fix the stone now, which I don't think any of us honestly do.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm looking through my whole spell list. I don't think I do.
That reminds me, remind you guys of the last thing that happened before last time. Ashlyn was trying to figure out what the material of this was, and she needed a sounding, so she asked Greg to give the stone a light bonk with his hammer.
Yep.
And he immediately went completely bloodthirsty and tried to take Alia's head off, and then came back to his senses. Why is Greg facing other way? And everyone was very cautious about him because he seems to be out of it. However, he seems to be back to his normal self at the moment, and is confused as ever.
It is potentially derailing. Ah, God, I can't read that. Let's
Okay, hold on. If this thing causes evil rage feelings, which
hold on. Yeah, I
I
want to
honestly
see.
don't get.
I
I don't
want to
have
see if it
ancient
did
rule
it.
knowledge. Like, why would it do that? Like, what enchantment does this thing specifically? What enchantment does the stone have that could cause that? And I think,
Knowledge Arcana.
oh, that's our good one. She's got a 29 in that. So,
Yeah, damn, that's
it's a 35 for her.
pretty decent.
Varg doesn't have any idea what she's doing on. I just don't want to bother changing.
So all Greg did was he just turned around and tried and take her down.
His head off. Yeah, he didn't know why though. So obviously there's some kind of voodoo going on.
Let's see if it does it. If it did it because he was holding his weapon, or if it was the sound. What if I
Well,
throw
if it
a
was the
bullet?
sound, it would have affected more of us. We think it's contact based.
What if I throw a bullet at it?
Well, that's what the knowledge check is for. I'm gonna guess that throwing a bullet at it won't do anything though, because contact is no contact with the bullet.
35. Aislin's never heard of, a rage trap. She doesn't think that anything this complex would be set up with such an obvious gimmick if there was one.
In translation,
gonna
you know
lick
nothing.
it.
Nothing.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I don't know if it affected just Greg. It could have been the sound, Varg, and it only worked on Greg because he's a barbarian. That's what I mean. Let's ding it with something while Greg is not standing next to it and see if it does the same thing to him again.
So you want Greg to get wait. You want Greg to ding it with him not being nearby, or you want someone else to ding it with Greg not being nearby?
Yeah, let's leave the party set up like we are right now, and either I'll throw something at it or Alia can tap it with something. I know
I
she
trust
likes it.
you throwing something more than I trust Aaliyah tapping it, but then again, she can't kill anyone.
But either way, just be ready for Greg to go nuts.
Actually, I got actually a really good idea based on this. Everyone get close to Varg if you could. Like, within 10 feet of him. Including Emisu if possible.
Alia, what are you licking?
Well, the reason I asked this is
Who
because
knows?
whoever does the stupid thing means I can
The-
immediately grapple them.
The stone or the frame?
The stone.
Please not Drake.
Okay, could you please make a will save?
She does something crazy, I'm grabbing her.
A will save.
Ooh, good one. Good one.
Righty. Alia, your list of powers, how many are there?
Ooh.
I can't hear you at all.
Your list of powers, how many are there?
Oh. Like, how many powers do I know?
Yep.
Let's see. $17 altogether, 20 if you include the talents.
Okay, could you roll a d17 for me?
Sorry, do what?
Could you roll a d17?
Oh, a D17? Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Can I declare I'm grappling her so I can pin her
No.
face down on something yet?
You're busy
One of my
huddling
powers-
everyone close to you, and Alia suddenly steps forward and gives it a lick. Which power is that? Counting from the front of the list. In whatever
Number 4
order you
would
have
be
them written.
number 4 would be inflict pain.
Oh dear God.
All right. Please send your best shot of that at the nearest valid target.
Oh, she's got 3.
Yes.
Yes, I just need to bring it up.
That would be Drake.
Okie doke.
Instead of the giant crocodile? Oh dear God.
Admittedly, my fortitude save is really good, so sorry.
Yeah, I mean mine's the highest it can be too for the level I'm at. without anything,
Alchemist.
without any bonuses. All right, and then this does what, or that's what he's doing now.
Yep.
Yeah, he's figuring out how it would work.
There's actually 3 powers. There's actually 3 things called that. So look at the right one. Okay.
Gotcha.
You telepathically stab.
I got telepathically pew, but nothing else.
You telepathically stop talking. Gotcha.
You telepathically stab the mind of your foe, causing horrible agony. The subject suffers racking pain that imposes a -4 penalty on attack rolls, skill checks, and ability checks. If the target makes it save, it only takes a -2 penalty. Duration 1 round per level.
Oh, so you're doing like force, like paint, whatever the fuck it was, like force paint, just making him suffer and nothing else.
All right, let me see.
Spend the points, and Drake, it's not going to last long enough to worry about. So do your best imitation of a sudden, furiously bad headache.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I have the ability to give myself temporary hero points, so spending them doesn't really bother me.
Considering at the moment you don't have any warning that this is happening. All you get to do is make your save.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Most spells are save or suck. This one is suck anyway, but save and suck less.
Yeah.
And it's fortitude.
It's a will partial.
Will.
Well, that's better for him.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
It's not. Will is terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that document said shitty will spells.
It's a level 2, so DC is only 20. Because I'm not augmenting it.
Alright. So, 1.
That's what I get for my habit of going around licking things.
Plus.
Yeah, if Drake shoves a bomb in your mouth and throws you in the fire, I'm not going to blame him.
Oh, nice.
Yes, you only take a -2 penalty instead of a -4.
And Alia, as the red drains from your vision, and you breathe and you feel the tingly soreness of having just unleashed the power at someone, you hack up this horrible ball of phlegm from deep in your throat and cough up this blackish green lump onto the floor.
All I'm hearing is bleep, blort, bleep, I'm a robot.
1 second.
Thank you, Google.
You're welcome.
God, thank God I didn't use the, what the hell? Prestige class for this guy, for the Master Chemist. That would have probably just caused me to flip out.
Well, Aislin's going to roll a knowledge on whatever the hell that is. So, which knowledge do you want?
On a lump of greenish-black phlegm?
Yeah, that came out of her. Yep.
Heal check.
Okie doke.
It's a what?
She has a 21 to that.
That's a heal check. Assuming you're going to bend down and inspect it.
Of course. It's a 23.
I mean, if it's
Her
liquid,
best, but she's looking at a piece of goop from Malia.
if it's liquid, all I got to do is scoop it up and then hold it, and I can tell what it is.
Well, she's looking at it to make sure whether it'll melt through your hand or not.
Not in my hands. I'm not that dumb.
Yeah.
It looks gummy.
Alright, she declares that's gross and takes a step back.
Yeah, I am going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to use a vial and scoop a little bit of it, and then use the alchemist ability to try and tell what it is.
Vargas
what are
completely
your vials
unsurprised,
made
but
of?
makes a note to never drink anything he gives him.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
What are your vials made of?
Glass.
Alright, go ahead and mark one vial off.
Okay.
and this stuff melts right through the bottom.
All right. I'm just gonna leave it alone then.
So, Varg, are you too disturbed by what just happened?
Well, Varg decides that he's never, ever going to get anything Drake fucking gives him because he gets it from weird places. He's not touching that shit with 10-foot pole. He's a fucking druid, so that should tell you fucking everything.
What's that? A mild head cold? Here, take some of this. I got it from Alia.
How about no?
Why is it glowing? Don't ask.
Varg grunts. Well, we can't fix it by licking it, and we don't know what it is. He takes a look around. Unless this place explodes, I vote we're safe enough to rest. Plunks down. I'm in no damn rush. He is just happy to have his friends back.
Such as they are.
No.
Yeah, I don't really have any other ideas. What I have prepared today. I bet he does. He gets all our rubies, right? Or one ruby from everything we get, or
He
something.
gets all rubies in any gemstones found.
That's hilarious. He's like Apu.
Varg just is completely neutral to the whole MSU and nibbling thing. Nibbling can just handle it as damn self. Oh, god damn it. That's some sort of weird three-way nonsense mess.
The Psy Crystal wants it badly. Drake is just going to stand here and keep studying the phlegm without touching it. Just going to keep looking at it.
Well, are we decided that we're going to rest, or what?
Yeah, I've been resting since you guys started, so I'm just going to stand
Yeah,
here.
you don't have to rest, but Varg is at this point, because
But yeah, so I mean, I'll take first watch if that's what's going on.
I got no real powers left that's going to help at all with this, and I doubt punching it's going to fix it, so unless we either move on or rest.
Yeah. Plus, you guys had a fight right before you found me, so.
Several,
You guys may arrange yourselves to where you're going to set up camp then.
I'd like everyone to be within arm's reach of Varg in like a sleeping circle.
As a reminder, you arrived on this transportation circle, and there are no clues as to where this one might go. You have no idea if this circle can be activated to send you back to the chamber where the dragon was sleeping.
Can someone scoot Greg and Drake? Could you get yourself over within 10 feet of Varg? Like I said, if you guys are within 10 feet in like a sleeping circle, there's a chance I could just grab you and haul you away from danger. Not quite that far. That's good. That's good. That's 10 feet. Because Varga's 10-foot reach, I could pull you away. Oh, no, that's 15. Varg, get closer, Drake.
No, I'm good.
Alright, fine. You get dragged off the night, it's your problem.
They're not gonna drag me off in the night.
Okay, I'm gonna look at my spell list, but otherwise, unless something happens, I'll take Middle Watch. Thinking MSO will be first. Perception scores. Varg's are really high, MSO is really high. Anyone else?
Yeah, mine's
Really good for
high.
perception?
Mine's high.
Alright, that'll do. I'll take middle, MSO gets first, Rick, you can have last, because you're the least tired. If everyone's okay with that, obviously.
How high up are these the flames?
The flames emerge from the crossing of beams about 30 feet off of the floor,
Okay.
and the tops of these stones, the tops of them across which the flames wash, are about 12 or 15 feet up.
All right. Excellent.
Hey, do you think a world wave would fix it? How about a Froggermoth? Ah, boy.
Use the wish that you're going to use to restore Alia. No, I'm just kidding.
No. I don't know which spell to take. I don't know what we're going to need. Is always the damn problem.
How are we on potions?
Oh.
How are we on potions between everybody in the party?
None. We have wands.
Yeah, don't think anyone would keep
If you
sending.
want to start passing out potions, go for it.
No. I mean, if you have wands, I can heal people through touch and extend my reach to 10 feet whenever I need to. With 4 arms, I can heal all of us at one time.
Awesome sauce. Nice work.
Power of tentacles.
What does Foresight do?
But then again, that depends on if you want to get touched by Drake the Alchemist or not. Because it's probably
Touch is fine. Drinking what you make, not cool. I know you use gloves, or whatever the equivalent is.
Yeah, except for therapeutic bludgeoning, I think the only person who can't provide any healing whatsoever here is is even Nimblin. I think he has access to 2 level 1 and 1 level 2 ranger spells, so
nice.
I'm sure he could conjure up some good berries.
Cool. Oh, there is something I wanted to ask you, T, actually, while we're resting here. The touching my bullets to give them poison.
Yeah.
Let me find which one it is. I didn't prepare it. Anyway, the particular skill says you can add poison into a sling bullet or whatnot, or a bullet from a one-handed firearm. I'm assuming that's because those rules are geared towards two-handed creatures. So, since I'm four-handed, could I do that same thing for a two-handed firearm?
Could you link me to the?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's a discovery I took. Okay, yeah, not with poison, with the ability of my bomb. That's what it is. I got it right here.
Just let me know once Bard's new spell list is correct.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that much longer. It's just a matter of making absolutely sure I'm not missing any like restore type spells.
Drake does most of that. He throws that stuff out. Like, pulls it out of the dressers and stuff.
That
But-
would fix it. Sorry.
But yeah, okay, go ahead.
No, sorry, you're fine. I'm just.
Yeah, Tiaxi, see where it says, you know, it's single arrow, crossbow bolt, or one-handed firearm bullet. I assume that's because they assume you're holding it in one hand and using your other hand to infuse it. But with four arms, I could.
Power of his bomb, load the ammunition, shoot the ranged weapon. You must be proficient. Well, yeah, it's something you do as you load it, so they're assuming one-handed firearm because you're using one hand to load and one hand to lock and then fire. So
Right.
It's something you need a free hand to do. If you want to you do it with a two-handed firearm, you're going to need to take the firing with one hand penalty.
What? I have four arms, though.
Yes, but you're only using two of them for anything other than holding objects at a time.
So if I'm, let's say, you know, I mean, I'm holding the rifle with two arms, I couldn't touch the bullet with another free arm. It's weird that it didn't include something like that because the alchemist has the ability to grow arms.
It's also very weird that you can do all of this with a standard action. Normally something like this is a fall round.
Yeah, but it does use up one of his discoveries.
Granted.
I don't know.
Damn it, I can't count Nibble as an animal. I keep forgetting I can't do that.
What is he, a magical creature?
He's a fae.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's weird, but he is. He's like the lowest level of fae possible, but there you go.
I might not be hearing the argument going on properly, but if I am, if he does have four arms, they don't give him more actions, but he does have arms. He can hold a two-handed firearm and load the bullet with his third arm.
Which still leaves a fourth arm open and a tail that can utilize things as well as any hand.
Yeah, but
Way too many hands.
But the evolution that gives you the more arms
says it doesn't give you actions.
Does say
I know
it doesn't
that.
give more actions. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to like reload my weapon faster or be able to fire off a two-handed rifle and then reload another two-handed rifle with my other two arms. I know that's just silliness. But
I just want to be able to use a two-handed rifle in the sense that you would use a one-handed.
Yeah, because this is obviously geared towards a two-handed person.
But if you have rapid reload and can reload your firearms as a free, you can dual wield pistols if you have four arms.
Yeah, I haven't taken that because as soon as we get out of this whatever, at the next town I'm going to make pistols for myself, and I was thinking on doing that.
They've added new spells in this. There it is, Obsidian. This is going to be handy because if it is Obsidian, I might be able to do something about that.
But what say you, Tiaxi? What be the ruling, sir?
I'm reading through Vestigial Harm.
Okay, sorry.
Man, the
It's
low-level
weird.
spells get lengthy after a while.
There's not much in there that really says much about multiple arms on creatures anyway, other than the no extra actions.
But fortunately, it does say it can manipulate or hold items as well as the original arms. So
Yeah.
yes, you
Yep.
can you can use that discovery to manipulate
Sweet.
the bullet as the ammo as necessary.
Awesome. Excellent. Then I'll just keep that discovery. If not, I was going to change that. But that being said, excellent.
Yay, guns.
Yeah, my plan is to start most battles with my two-handed rifle, two extracts in two different hands, and then whatever I need to use my tail for on the drop. Because it can utilize as well. It just has no slots. Like it can't have a ring or nothing like that. And then how does that? I know you can only utilize 2 rings at any given time. It says that on the extra arm slot too.
Yes.
But if all 4 of my let's say all 4 of my hands have a ring, I just
then they all
say
have the only way you can have them working is if they are all command word.
okay.
None of them you can't if you're wearing 2 rings that have a constant effect. The
Those
other
are the
2
only
rings
2.
can't even be activated unless you take the others off.
Okay, excellent. I'm just going to stick with the constant effect.
Then you can just have 4 command word based ones that just like fucking.
Well, the way I
Like
built
ring
him,
fiddles.
hopefully he has enough utility that he doesn't need too many command word items. I mean, and
That's the
plus
hope.
the rest of the party's here too.
There it is.
Just remember command words are standard actions.
Right. Yeah, he's going to. I've got deep drinker, so he can drink a potion as a move action if it starts in my hand. Which lucky me, I have 5 hands.
Yeah, Gru also exploited that one.
Yep. So.
And I'm on the last one, so I'll be done in just a second.
Oh, no biggie. Start a
I
fight.
had a lot of spells, which for Varg is just weird.
You know what I missed that was annoying and effective at the same time?
Hmm.
That black, whatever you did, the black tentacles.
Oh, that. Yeah, that was fun.
I'll probably get it back when I become a bard again.
Nice.
You like the tentacles?
Yeah, I'm gonna be changing the focus of my spells when I do that, though.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh yeah, that my new build
Alright.
has much lower charisma, so I'm gonna focus on things that don't allow saves.
And are you going to go the heavy knowledge route again, where you have the knowledge for anything that needs to be done?
Doesn't need to though. We already have a knowledge jockey.
Yeah,
You can,
now we have 2. You're missing out if you're not building a bard right if you don't take advantage of that.
Okay. I haven't looked at it too much for bards.
I guess I'll try it. It's stupid though. Won't work, but fuck it.
Try what?
Heat metal in case it needs to be
Okay.
fixed. You think 2 obsidian flows will do enough? It's a lot of obsidian, but I'm worried.
I mean, I don't know. Think about
I'll take
it
a
as
third because honestly, I don't need life bubble. If it's not something I can turn into something that can survive in the ether, so I'll be okay. Because I do have a spell that makes obsidian. Like I have a very specific spell that does that. That's my list.
A thin layer of the ground to molten glass.
Well, here's the thing. It's a lot of ground, so I just layer it down, then do it again, layer it down.
and being a
It's the best I
divine
got.
caster.
It's that or just use stone. There's no way to actually create obsidian as a druid, or create anything, really.
Being a divine caster, do you have this? You have the same ability as clerics, right? You can drop a
No,
spell.
I
or
only
use
share a
different spell.
couple. Druids have a very specific list. I have very little in the way of actual creation. I have a couple. Most of my spells involve either summoning animals, improving them, or adjusting the terrain. I never actually. That's the thing with druids. They never actually change anything to do with the terrain most of the time. They adjust it.
Yeah, not that.
So
I mean,
I'll make little hills, or I'll move this over there, or I'll maybe grow a forest.
can you drop a spell to use a different spell when you need to? What is a cleric?
Yeah,
a
I
cleric
don't have
can
like
drop.
a set list. No. I
Okay.
have like the full. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, cleric can drop a spell to use a healing spell, and then I
Yeah,
assume
he
you can do the
he
same
can drop
basic
a
thing.
spell. He can convert a spell to a summon nature's ally, or he can use the spell Channel the Gift to cast another spell from, well, his or someone else's 3rd level or lower list, whatever it is.
Okay.
It's a little teeny bit abusive. That's why I took 2 of them. The good news is if I use it, I have to use something I already prepared in my 3rd level slot, so it just lets me use like another. It's for someone else, it's anything they want, but for me, when I use it on myself, it's just something else in 3rd level.
Nice.
So you can't just prepare only Channel the Gift. Otherwise, that's all you'd ever do for your 3rd level slot.
Nice. I've got a couple combined extract. I took combined extracts. I got a couple that'll come in big handy. How you like
Wondering why I took an explosion in my staff, because that's the only spell I thought that was worth my time storing in it.
Hey Bard, how you gonna like a haste and heroism at the same time just by being touched?
I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That'd be fucking awesome. That'd solve a lot of problems in like a minute. And then suddenly, Varg was a tornado of teeth and pain.
Everything in its way was destroyed.
Oh no, a giant crocodile! Oh no, a tornado of teeth! Where'd the crocodile go? That is the crocodile.
Alrighty. So, nothing emerges from the depths of the temple to kill you in the night.
That's good.
And as you collectively start gathering yourselves together and Varg prays for his morning spells, and
I don't have a goat to sacrifice.
Aislinn confers with her relatively new familiar in order to figure out what she may or may not be able to do today.
And where is that? What familiar is that? She had a hex doll or something first, right?
No, she had a Paracletus Agathium. Was that what it was called?
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
She used
It's basically a glowing crystal creature thing that is purely based on emotions, but not emotions for itself, only emotions of those around it, kind of an observer. So it can influence emotions.
However, that was killed by a Leshy, and now she has a Protean Voidworm.
Which still has the soul of her original one because she's a beast bonded. So now we have a creature of pure law, soul inside a creature of pure chaos, his body. So just have fun with that. Explain that to the higher-ups.
I don't know. My familiar comes out from inside me, so that's pretty weird too.
And 5 more steps away from the alchemist. Nice. At this rate, we'll be nowhere near him.
He grows from a tumor.
Another 5 steps. Alright, I'm set for the morning, so unless something has jumped us, I'm going to go start filling.
Yep.
That should be close enough.
Let's have somebody smart over here observing too.
Yeah, let's have that. That's probably the best. Alright, I want Aislinn to give this thing a look over. I guess that'd be Knowledge Arcana again, to try and determine whether or not Varg's suggestion of grow more obsidian would help.
Alrighty.
A 43 on her end.
She couldn't even begin to conjecture about what might be at the core of this stone, but if its structure has anything to do with its function, then they need to make it whole and smooth. So if you could create obsidian and then form it into the gaps in this in the sphere, then that would probably help, assuming, the smooth and wholeness of the other ones is any indication. It doesn't look like this one should be unique.
Alright, in that case, I'm going to do that. Nothing prevents me from doing that, so I'm going to do it. So here's my first, Obsidian Flow. And I'm going to see exactly how many inches I can get out of that, give or take.
And this will add obsidian to it?
Yeah, it's I've used this
change the
before
circle.
actually to defend things, so it's permanent, so it's not going to just poof on us.
Yes, you convert a thin layer of the ground to molten glass.
Mm-hmm. Clip expanses of shards of obsidian, area is difficult. I can get a 20-foot radius burst out of that. Apparently it doesn't grow at all. Though its distance grows.
Oh,
So
I
it's
assume
20-foot radius.
through
It just
the night.
folds in on itself until it's solid and fills the gap. theory.
Your
Whatever Alia had done to me is gone.
Oh yeah, that headache only
Okay.
lasted per round per level.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I'm not going to put it over there. I'm going to put my 20-foot radius burst on that and try and, I don't know, magically manipulate it into the hole. Shit, you bastard.
You don't create obsidian out of air. You convert a patch of ground into obsidian, and then you could shape that.
Okay, hold on then. Wall of stone, then obsidian flow. Problem solved. Otherwise, I'm trying to turn into the magic super ground walls into obsidian, and that's just a bad idea. Right, I'll just make a really long patch of
Creates a wall
wall.
of rock that merges into adjoining rock surfaces.
20-foot blob of wall, and just turn obsidian layer at a time.
Okay, so that's 4 inches thick and a 5-foot square per, so 25 square feet per level.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm reading that right. How tall is it? Oh, no, it is. Okay, it is 25 square feet per level. Alright.
Level 18.
Pardon me?
Level 18. I want something usable with this particular. Since it's a 20-foot burst of obsidian, I'm basically going to build it to where it can, just big cookie cutter 20-foot burst style. I basically want a podium of stone. Just a bunch of podiums so I can just take cookies.
Yep, let's do 18 times. Yes, 18 times 4 is.
Balls, I don't know.
Is 8 short of 4 times 20. Is
72.
72.
I use a calculator. 72. I'm a winner.
Yep, and 72 is 7 feet. 72 inches is 7 feet.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
6 feet. 72 is 60.
60.
72 divided by 12 equal 6. I'm missing something. Pretty sure a foot is 12 inches.
Yeah, so 5 times 12 should be 60, shouldn't it? Half of 120?
I don't know what's going on here. Because when I do 12 divided by... 17 divided by 12, I get that. But when I get 12 times 5... You know what? I'm just going to give up and say you're right, because this calculator made my head hurt now.
I'm not asking for 12 times 5. I'm asking for 72 divided by 12.
Is 6.
72 divided by 12 is equal to 60. Sorry, 6. 72 divided by 12.
Gotcha. There we go. Okay. So you create a 6-foot tall, 25 feet on a side cube of stone.
Well, I don't need to be 6 foot tall. I want it to be. I can shorten it to make it wider and get more cubes out of it, in theory. And it's a thin layer of only a thin layer of obsidian is only like a couple inches. I'm only going to need like 3 inches, not 6 feet. God. Oh wait, I could just take layers off the top. That's right. I could just layer, take that off, cast it again, take that off, cast it on the same 20-foot cube, right?
So you create this 3-foot tall giant block of stone.
That's better. Yay, stone. Okay, and then the obsidian flow goes on the first one, so I have a layer of obsidian. And then I guess I'll throw stone shape at that. Wait, how would that help me? Could I use stone shape to move it, like, over here? I don't know if I can do that. I know I can shift its shape, but I can't move it.
Well, stone shape gives you the ability to shape an existing piece of stone into a shape that suits your purpose. What I would like you to do is make a craft make a craft check in order to form that into a series of shards you can stuff into the cracks in the sphere.
Someone else do it.
Someone else with the ability to stone shape.
I can... Really? No one?
Nope.
Stone shape is ranged touch. It's not the person, it's the stone.
Can
that you
any of these
target.
fools advise me at all on this?
You could
Fill me
definitely
alone.
get assist checks from other people.
Oh god, I'm doomed.
I can craft alchemy assist.
That won't help. She was smart too.
Other people who do not have training in a craft skill specifically may make simple int checks in order to assist.
I'm thinking.
Even if the craft is unrelated, a craft skill will help.
There you go.
Oh, thank you for the assist rolls. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
1 second, I'm checking them.
Use my head, use my head, use my head, use my head.
Nimblin has no craft skill that he can help you with. He only has perform string.
I can try it once, just maybe. Oh god, I'm doomed. This is craft. It has to be craft, right? No profession.
It has to be craft.
Oh, we're
Athena,
doomed.
give that to me. I said no.
Oh, talking to. Alright.
That's a bad Pokemon. Yeah, sometimes my Snorlax acts up too. Just playing.
That was lame.
Just playing. That was awesome. I
Okay,
love
is
Pokemon.
anyone else rolling? I'm
I'm
gonna guess
just
that
checking here.
elevation roll. Hold on. Does she have a craft? I don't know. No, but she has an amazing int score, so we'll just go with that.
Yep, and I'm checking Emissima.
Okay, yeah, she's fine. So it's 1, 2, 4, 6. Niblin throw an int in there? No, this is
Nimblin
possible.
cannot.
No
Nimblin
int score to
cannot.
check? You can't just throw his int at it? You are
No,
useless. I'm not even gonna ask Greg, okay? I'm just not.
Greg Smash.
1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Ah, that's a +8 from you guys alone. Let's watch me derp this up.
Hero point it. I can give you another.
That could have been worse.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you didn't include the +8.
No, I did not. It says right there, 1d20 minus 3.
Yes, if
I
that
don't think
was
he,
what
I
it
don't
was
think he can
after.
be that stupid. I didn't think it was possible. He'd be in the negatives. It's like a black hole of stupid. No, okay, so you can add the 8 in there now.
Alrighty.
For 23.
23. Bird, you gather up, you use stone shape to gather up a great amount of the obsidian, form it into a series of shards,
Athena.
and eyeball the sphere to create some shards that you can then delicately slide into place. Are you ready to delicately slide them into place?
Alright.
You
I'm
have
ready.
about enough for half of the sphere.
Okay, yeah, I'll put them in for half. I'll actually put them in, and I'm gonna do it again, obviously.
Alrighty.
I'll put, not actually have enough. You said I had enough for half the sphere, right? Do I
Yes.
have to touch it to put the stone in? I'm not sure.
That is what
Probably.
the delicately is about.
Ah. In that case, before I'm gonna keep using my spells to make this, because if I gotta touch it and me touching it's gonna be horrible. I might as well do it when I can just fix it and not have to touch it. I'm gonna minimize touching, so I'm gonna do it again real quick.
1 second.
So I'm gonna make sure it's whole before I continue.
When you do the initial wall of stone, can you determine the exact shape of that?
No, it can only really be squares. I can't make a
Ah,
perfect
damn.
circle, and even if
So
I
you-
could make squares, it wouldn't help the obsidian flow that much because I still gotta pick up the obsidian off of it.
And that's what I'm getting towards. You couldn't do like a half dome around the back of that device, to where the front of it's still open. like a stadium dome, but that only covers the back half of it. Then you could stone flow the stone to where you needed it to go, right there, without having to move it back and forth. Like make your stone wall
I
touching that device.
suppose. Oh, I see what you mean. No, I couldn't do that. The stone wall won't interact the right way. I see what you're going for, though.
Okay.
And here's that. Everyone, please roll your assist crap, because this is gonna suck.
A new one? Okay.
Yep. Ashman has succeeded.
Talia, Drake, and Emesua in checks.
So what the hell are Grek and Niblin doing? Like smoking cigars and laughing at the sissies?
I am not qualified to say.
Look at them using their brains. Is Leah gonna take a roll?
He probably would if he had heard us between his droppings in and outs.
Right.
No, he might be
someone
chasing
throw it?
Athena.
Probably. She has a +5 to whatever it is, so D20 +5.
Yeah, I can do that.
But somebody. Okay. Gotchi's probably the best because DM rules and blah 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 blah.
If you say my dice are innately better,
No,
I think
I'm
that's what he
saying
said.
it's less likely to
What'd you say your bonus was? 5?
it's less likely to be unofficial. So I'm trying to come on.
There you go.
And your dice are technically better.
Mine's official. It's the super duper dice roller.
Fair enough. I'll take that if you'll give it.
all right. Go
Yeah,
ahead
of
and
course.
make your craft check, Mark.
Oh, there's a 10 for you. Again,
Plus-
it can
plus
be
8.
worse. So 18.
Alrighty.
All I'm trying to do is finish the job.
Yep.
And I already have a sphere to work off of, so that should help.
1 second, let me see what Brad's typing.
Yeah, I suppose. I got
I like that other one with the push to talk.
I got Skype and the push to talk you one, whatever it is.
Yeah. Mumble.
Mumble Dumble. Dumble Mumble.
Let me see which computers I've got Mumble installed on.
How many do you have total?
Hmm?
How many computers do you have total?
I'm using 2 1/8 in order to do all this.
And you count your laptop as 1/8 because that's just me.
No, I'm counting the file server as 1/8 because all it's doing is hosting the source files for the campaign.
And what was it? 3 screens?
4, actually.
Dude, that is boss.
I'm trying to find. Oh, there's my phone. All right. Yeah. Remember the Mumble server I got you guys pointed at pansoft.ca?
I believe so. One moment.
Yeah,
Everyone
just
connects to
I gotta
that.
find it.
Don't sign out of Google Plus until you're transferred, though, please.
Where the hell did I put it?
That's why I love Windows search. That's so awesome. Tell me where Mumble
I
is.
usually keep them all in one spot, but I can't seem to find Mumble. Did I uninstall it? That'd be stupid. Got TeamSpeak right there. I don't know why I still have that. Yeah, I'll look it up. Yeah, still have it. Not
Right.
sure why it vanished off the face of the earth, but whatever.
Do I stay in the root, or do I have to go into the Supreme Commander?
Dive into the Supreme Commander room.
There we go. I'm in there.
And can you hear me through that conduit?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. You two go ahead and sign out of the Google Plus, and I will get over there soon. Brad, you're still hearing me? Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and hop onto the Mumble server at fansoft.ca that I gave you guys the credentials for at one point. And I'm getting my laptop onto it now. Oh, that's a good question. The password. The password was Jeff. Jeff. And join us in the Supreme Commander room. Okay, can everybody hear me fine? Alright. I cannot hear you, so hold on just a moment, because I need to get the laptop, the streaming computer, into the room.
This is an example of speaks.
Transmit test. Transmit test. Transmit test. And right about here. Perfect. Raw amplitude, no signal noise. Signal noise. Signal noise. Perfect.
This is an example of speak.
Okay, transmit test. Can everyone hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. connect to the non-streaming computer now. There goes my clone. And Brad, is this all coming through better for you?
That's a no.
I must presume so. Brad, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Just wanted to make sure you still could.
Sorry, what was that?
I was just making sure you could hear us.
Yep.
Okay, give me just a second to reorient the streaming system. Window capture. I'm going to need to get a different skin for it before this is going to look good. But that will suffice for now. Alright, and I'm gonna have to stay in the hangout in case anyone else shows up. So can I minimize this? Yes, I can. Got that. Okay. Now, I believe. Great.
Oh,
Yes.
you know how smart I am? I was just gonna complain that you sound echoey to me. I still had Hangouts open.
You're a genius. Go cure cancer.
Okay. Anyway, I believe Varg has. Yes, he has made all of the shards and pieces of obsidian he thinks he will need to fill in all the gaps in the sphere. His second set is not quite as good, and he thinks it may take force or maybe a bit of additional stone shape once he gets them into place in order to make them flush with the existing stone.
Yeah, close enough. Time to shove it in there, or gently put it as gently as possible, with gentleness.
Ooh, would it matter that I have the Master Craftsman feat for any of these craft checks?
No, because that doesn't give Varg's craft any improvement.
Okay.
So, Varg, you do not have to do all of the careful insertion of shards. It's just, let's see here. No, wait, Alia can fly. You do not need to do all of the inserting of shards yourself. You could hand it off to someone else.
He's planning to. Drake, Aaliyah, Ashley. People with subtle, small, weak, tiny hands instead of these massive claws.
If the shards are light enough, let's have my bee do them.
They're not that light.
No, they're obsidian. Probably way more than your bee.
Yeah, and again, I have 5 hands to utilize. I could probably do it pretty fast.
Yeah, everyone should be doing it except Varg in theory.
My bee has an off-ground lifting weight of 7.5 pounds.
Some of these shards are much bigger than
that. I just want to know what the physics behind that are.
I have no idea. However, yes, we basically someone with nimble hands might want to do this, just to be able to get the shards in there without touching the sphere of stone, which has proven to have slightly deleterious effects so far.
That's probably me and Nimblin then.
Highest dex, who's who?
I don't know, man. I can max mine out pretty good.
Well, base dex for now.
I
I'll
have
look at
a
me or
20.
Ishlan. Alright, it's gonna be a 20.
24.
And Niblin can't be either of you. How's the Miswa looking? 19. Alright, so that makes it in order of highest, without any buffs, is Aaliyah, followed by Drake, then a Miswa. So Aaliyah and Miswa can both fly, so they can handle the middle section, and Drake will handle the outer sections. Since they can fly, they're not really in danger, but Drake is, because they can just sort of drop it. That in mind, Varga's going to be next to Drake.
Emma can't fly.
Yeah. Poodles. There goes that idea.
And by top sections, I assume you mean the section above the holding rim of steel that's 8 feet off the ground?
Maybe.
There is the above half and below half to worry about, and although Varg is tall enough to reach everywhere, only the people who can fly can really handle the top half without standing on the metal.
Yeah, Aaliyah's gonna have to handle the top half, obviously, and Drake can handle the bottom half.
I can fly.
No, you both can fly. Well, if I got to pick between the two of you, one of you gets top, one of you gets bottom, and well, who wants to be bottom bitch?
Why don't me and him split up the top and let Emma deal with the bottom?
Fair enough. If you can both fly, that makes danger less so. And I'll just get the Miswa over here, because if I'll just ready in action and the Miswa gets violent, i.e. she brushes it, and I have a good perception to fucking auto pass that crap. I'm just gonna pin her, or something. Or just disarm her, that'll probably do it. She tries to cast something and just bap her in the face. Does she have freedom of movement constant, by the way? I missed one.
No, I couldn't afford it.
Okay, good. That means I'll just grapple her and she can't do jack all. Right then. That solved that problem.
All right. Yep. Here, let's do this. I am going to drink a mutagen, and that'll give me. I have gram mutagen. That'll give me 28 dexterity, and then I will drink an extract of twin form and split in half, with two people having the exact same thing.
If you're willing to use it, go ahead. Aaliyah's still going to help you, though, up there.
Yeah, I mean, it'll just get it done faster.
Good point. All right, so that's our plan. We have two Drakes at high dex with Aaliyah on top with those two, and we have Mesua on the bottom with Varg. If Mesua gets violent, Varg's just going to fucking pin her. Ready to action, perception check. If she touches it, pinned.
Drake, you do know that only one of you can be doing things at once. Your soul is only present in one, and the other just stands there inert.
For twin form. Okay.
Yes.
All right then. Yeah. Never mind on that. I'll just drink the mutagen and do the solo then.
Yep. It's good for getting things done in two places very quickly, but not for just two sides of one thing that you could just walk around in the same time anyways.
Right. Yeah. I think what I was, and yeah, in my mind for battle, I'm used. I mean, he splits in half. Both of his weapons are loaded, so I can pop one the next turn, pop one from another angle. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
Gotcha. Okay. So those of you who are inserting who are going to be inserting shards, are you going to do it in a specific order, or are you all ganging up on the thing and hoping you can get out of there before you suffer effects?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess I'm gonna do it as carefully as I can.
My thought is we do the top layer with you guys first, because that's most likely to seed, and we'll do the bottom layer after, or like once you guys are close to finishing. Because if this thing lights up, I'd like you guys to not be hovering above it, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, sounds good.
Basically, when they're halfway done, Mesua will start doing hers on the bottom. Yep.
All right. The people working on the top, please make dex checks. 2 each.
Hooray for Dex.
And for a dex check, you use a 1d20 plus what your mod is.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. Drake, you're sliding in a shard, which thankfully Bard's handiwork on this set of spears seems to be sufficiently well done. You're sliding a piece in home when your finger slips off of the end of it and you brush against the stone. Please make me a will save.
Which is wisdom. Hold on, I gotta figure out the downside to the mutagen real quick.
Right.
Okay, yeah, it's just -2 for all of them. So let me do that on my character sheet.
Yep, just -1 on your wisdom, on your will save.
Yep, wisdom has one. Yep.
No, cat, that's a power table. Get off of that.
Lol.
You can't be messing around behind the monitors.
And then the cat gives you a look that says, "Yes, I can."
No, you can't.
You're not charging me, human.
Yes, I am.
You just feed me. We both know who's in charge.
Oh dear. You're right, your will save is horrible.
Oh, where I'm in arm's reach. I'll just grab him and slam him against something heavy.
No, you're not.
Alright, they're flying. Fuck, never mind. Well, I can take it.
Alright. Drake, if you were surrounded by enemies looking like these people who are nearby you, what would be the fastest way you could think of to deal harm to one of them?
I would guess bomb.
I forgot. Assuming I put my gun away to try and do this, probably bomb.
Okay. Let's see here. The range increment on your bombs is it 10 or 20 feet?
Am I really trying to do these people harm?
Oh, yes.
By all intents and purposes, then I would probably move toward them 10 feet and gain 10 feet.
Without moving.
Then 20 feet.
Okay. So go ahead and pick a bomb or a variant thereof that you have, and do the worst you could to Alia.
She's fine.
Damn it.
That's good for us. You can't touch her. Most of us can't. Well, depends on what you're trying to do to her, honestly.
Do the worst you could do to her with a single standard action.
Yep. So bombs are 1d20 plus 20, 8d6 plus 8 damage. And it's been a while since I threw a bomb, so I'm looking at the bomb rules.
Yep, BAB and your Dex mod versus their touch AC. If you crit fail, then then we roll basically a scatter to determine what direction it goes.
And then my does my increased dexterity currently? It increases that as well, doesn't it?
Yep.
Damn, dude, that's 1d20 plus 29.
Damn.
That might hit her touch AC.
Yeah, well, she's in actual danger. Nice. Go. Do it. Hooray! That's a
Yeah.
good if I ever saw one.
Her touch AC is 29.
Okay, I hate to say this, but that's a crit. That's a nat 20. This is an attack with a.
How could that possibly be a nat 20 if it's plus 29 and the result is 44?
Oh, soups. Wait, no,
Carry
shit,
on.
20.
That's a natural
Oh.
15.
Sorry, my brain's
worry.
not on today. I'm tired.
No worries. Alright, so,
All right, and then full damage.
yep, full damage on the center target. No one is in splash range. And is it just a plain bomb?
Yeah.
Okay.
It would have took more than I would have had to use a move action to do something else.
Yep.
A different kind of bomb. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, that's not right. It's 8d6. Derp.
Okay.
There you go.
Alrighty. Alia is diligently working away on the opposite side of the sphere when suddenly the small glass bottle comes flying through the air and smashes her full in the chest. It burns badly. Just wondering why my screen seems a little wide. I haven't had the selection and global panes unfolded. Fortunately, because I'm not a complete bastard, this doesn't interrupt her work.
And it doesn't do anything to the device.
No, it doesn't. But you still have a bit more work to do, Drake. You're going to need another dex check in order to finish the job.
Fuck watches and grunts. Nice shot. You alright up there, Leah?
Holy shit.
Good, good. Well, I'm thinking about stripping Drake of all his weapons, though.
To strip Drake of his bombs, you would have to actually strip him naked.
And the problem with that is,
I'm not going to let you do it.
how's your grapple check?
Anyway,
You keep
again,
tossing bombs at her face, I'm gonna fucking do it.
it can go up pretty fast.
anyways, Drake, you get yourself centered. I can do this. I can do this. Take a piece. Okay. Drop it and fall right onto the thing. Please make me a will save.
Yeah, there was no way I could use a hero point on that last one.
You may spend a hero point to add 4 to it, which I'll let you use your own judgment whether or not that will be enough.
No. But there's no re-roll for that. There's no hero point to re-roll.
Oh, right, there is a hero point to reroll. You may.
Excellent. I will do that. there
And
you
you manage to you manage to prop yourself up on a piece of obsidian that you've been inserting, not the original obsidian of the sphere. You do not feel the red rage take you, and you finish sliding a few more pieces in with great nervousness.
go. Indeed.
Alrighty, you two's task is done. Now, if you like, you may continue. One or two of you, or all, whatever combination, may work on the bottom. But for the moment, Emesua is going to work on her quarter of the sphere.
I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do. I'm watching her do it. If I see her touch it, I'm grabbing her and pinning her. Or attempting to, at least.
With what happened, am I aware of what happened?
You were aware that you sent a bomb flying over the thing and then caught yourself, and well, Alia was on the far side of it, so you couldn't see the effect, but you heard it go off, and then she shouted, "I'm fine."
All right then. While they're doing that, I'm gonna type some stuff to her.
Actually, she screamed loudly and then said she was fine.
I'm fine.
Lol.
Yes. Emesua is sliding some pieces in and gets a little careless on one of them. Bard, you say you were standing ready to restrain her, so you need to make an initiative contest with her. Okay.
I'm decent at this, I just didn't roll too good.
Emesua, do the worst. Oh wait, will save. Can't forget the important stuff.
Well, so far none of us have been able to make it, and we've had some decent will saves, so...
Yeah, Emesua, do the worst you can to Varg in a single standard action.
Let's see. I appear to have 3 a day cone of cold.
That should suffice.
Oh, if you're trying to cast a spell next to me, try to do it defensively, otherwise I'm going to grab you and
No,
grab you on the floor.
It's a single standard action. It's effectively a surprise round, and she beat your initiative.
Fair enough, go ahead.
A single cone of cold will even catch Nimblin and Grek. Go ahead.
Just bringing up the spell here.
I'm just trying to figure out whether or not I can be surprised.
60.
Yeah. It maxes at 15d6, so that's where it maxes because she's considered to be caster level 17.
Yep. Hold on. A cone doesn't have to be a 45. You can catch all 3 of them over there. So, Varg, Aislinn. Here, I've got the saves for these 3. Varg, you can get your own save.
Okie doke.
Reflex? Reflex.
Swear to goodness I had something that gave me... It must be just crazy. Whatever. Reflex it? Oh yeah, the one I suck at, thank you. There you go. Niblin does have evasion, so maybe he'll live.
DC's 18.
I don't think he has improved evasion, so he takes...
Well, he succeeded, so he just takes nothing. DC was 18.
Oh, right. Sorry, God. Yeah. He takes nothing. And...
Everyone else failed, so roll up some damage.
Hold up. Ashton should have healed up overnight. 40. That'd be down to 78. So yes. And so should have Greg, but that horrific. It's going to be harder. Heal. There we go. 62.
That's better. Ow.
MSU probably apologizes profusely.
Just finish. And someone get some healing spread around. It is a new day, so Aisling can actually handle some of it. Hold on.
Someone else could take over for MSU at this point if they wanted to. She was not able to get any shards locked into place.
This is both for cure hexes at the same time. I'm just mushing them together.
Yep. It's super effective.
That one's on Greg.
Drake is not feeling putting those things in there very well.
That's on Aaliyah. And that's on herself.
And there should have been healed overnight. There.
Yep, that's everybody then who needed healing in that regard. So she's gonna take note of the danger and get behind cover as presumably MSU resumes.
The slab of stone being only 3 feet high will only grant soft cover.
So go prone. Anyway, Aaliyah, heal 51. She did do one on you. But yeah, Aisha will happily go prone or crouch or whatever it is, get behind the fucking wall.
Let me know when it's safe. Or if you need
In
me,
essence.
whatever.
Can we bring this with us? I like having solid objects between me and the rest of you.
Okay. Is Ameshua going to try again, or are Alia and or Drake going to take over for her?
I think Drake should do it.
If Drake is willing to strip down, that'd be the safest option. He has the highest dex, and we wouldn't have to worry about him killing anyone because he'd have nothing to do except punch Varg. He'd just be, in a loincloth. It'd be funny.
No, Drake is not going to strip down.
Well, at least... for God's sake. The issue is if Varg has to beat, or at least try to beat the initiative score of whoever does the whatever, and he's got a +5, which is decent, but those with really high dex, he's probably not going to beat those the best at this job. So... let's think. Honestly, out of the the people we have who have the highest dex, Drake is technically the least lethal, technically. So I guess we'll have Drake do it, and everyone else can just go hide behind cover, thereby granting them a higher chance to not get shot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for that. I'm just not stripping.
I'll just do the same thing I was doing with the missile with Drake instead, and just kind of hope. Yeah, you did buy a charisma book.
So, okay.
So everyone behind the wall, go prone, whatever, and me and Drake will handle this. If Drake fucks up, I'll try and beat his score and grab him.
We'll wait until Brad and his characters respond to that suggestion. Or rebuke it.
That sounds fine to me.
All right.
Alright, Drake, go ahead and make your 2 checks.
Okay. The first thing I am going to do is drink an extract of heroic fortune,
Okay.
giving me a temporary hero point, and I counted the 200 gold towards the my total gold spent, and I'll have that stuff on my character sheet here soon.
Right. Okay. And that lasts for how long? The temporary point only sticks around for so long. How long is that?
Yeah, it's 1 round per level. So, and that's caster level, I assume, being 16.
You were the creator of the potion?
Yeah. Well, it's extract.
Oh, extract, pardon me. Okay. Go ahead.
Like usual, ready to action, hoping he doesn't hit score, grab him and throw him or something. Go, mighty dex scores.
Yep, and then she didn't do any of the work, so it's 2 times.
Yes.
Thanks.
Excellent.
All right. You managed to get most of the shards into place. However, Guard's craftsmanship on this set was not quite so good. They're going to need a bit more convincing to get in there. If some additional stone shape could be supplied, or a little more manual labor would do it. Which do you, Drake, want to ask for?
Reshape the stones.
You can't see it right now, but I have a gigantic Cheshire cat grin. Hey, Niblin, we need some manual labor. Harf.
What's that, boss? I can't hear you behind this slab of protective stone.
He wanders over, lowers his head down. The harp, you idiot! Picks him up, plonks him down here, and points. It won't fit right, so he needs it fixed to fit right. Thus the harp.
And I have had this sitting in my notes ever since you guys arrived in this room. Yes, you couldn't have made obsidian with it, but you could have done the craft check with this instead. Alrighty. The effect produced in 30 minutes is equal to each hour after the first is pass a instrument check. Okay. Nimblin asks Drake to just hold some of the looser pieces in firmly, which he doesn't have to make an additional check for. He just needs to be standing there. And spends the next 10 or 15 minutes playing a cheerful and encouraging guitar ditty on the lyre for as the shards of obsidian slowly chisel themselves away to fit properly.
I cannot believe that item was ever useful. Blows my goddamn mind.
What's it do? Can you link it?
And the layer of building. Yeah, it's somewhere right there. Come on.
Pasting link now. Okay. Manipulation tool, not measuring tool. Alright, we don't need that slab of rock anymore. And eventually, all the pieces of obsidian slotted into the stone here are carefully arranged and make perfect fits with the stone around it. The stone now appears to the sight, at least, to be whole and intact. You're not sure if it'll be smooth to the touch, but then again,
We did good.
there appears to be only one thing amiss in this situation.
Giant stream of fire. Well, I have a fairly good idea as to why I'd like everyone to back away if possible. In fact, including me. Let's all back away. Get behind the rock. Okay, once everyone's situated comfortably behind the rock, up to and including Varg, who will shrink down for this.
That was a perception check before Varg moved me.
Oh? A perception check to...
Visually it looks like the other ones. It looks exactly like the other ones.
Yes, no check was necessary.
Okay.
Varg, why have you shrunk down in size, and what are you thinking of doing?
Well, so I can take cover behind the rock that's here, so I can cast heat and metal on the ring that'll heat up the obsidian.
Okay.
I am behind cover.
Heat metal.
I'm not trying to damage metal, I just want to make it hot, and I don't think I could damage metal if I wanted to with heat metal.
Range close. Alrighty. Okay.
And yes, assuming we're being prepared, I have the same stuff in my hand that I would have had for battle.
Sure.
I'm never unarmed.
Don't make me bring the called shot rules in just so that I can disarm you.
I can't be disarmed, you can't remove my hands.
I can remove your arms.
You took out called shots, no you can't.
That's what I just said. Don't make me bring them in order to be able to disarm you.
No, bring in critical miss tables so that next time he rolls a -1, his arms fall off. A natural one, I meant. You knew what I meant.
Alrighty, Varg. You cast heat metal, and the big metal sconce holding the stone starts to hiss as ambient moisture wafts off of it, and then it starts to glow a very dull red, and then fades to black after overall the whole thing taking place over most of a minute. It got a little warm, but certainly wasn't hot enough to melt stone.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
I know, let's lick it. No one's tried that.
It's like you want to die.
Don't look
No,
at Greg.
no, Greg, stop.
Bad Greg, no!
No, Greg. Awesome, and he would do that too. That is so funny.
These things are being annoying now. My stupid windows.
Mhm.
So we made it look smooth and nothing happened, right?
Pretty much when I heated it up.
It looks smooth and intact. The only
What
thing that
if
seems to be missing is no giant jet of flame washing over it.
What if we try to redirect the flame to the adjacent one?
I've got an idea. Everybody stand back, because this is probably going to blow up in my face.
Yep, we're all behind cover, ducking. We're not stupid.
Alia, I was the first person to walk there.
Are you surprised?
I walk everywhere.
There we go.
On the road to lawful, everybody.
Let's see here. Grid. There we go. You wander across the distance and notice that the slope of the ground is subtly different after a certain point. You wander about a bit and discover that there is a crack in the floor, almost imperceptible, but on either side of it, the stone is just a little bit offset vertically. It is a crack in the floor, 20 foot wide, or long, rather.
Hey, everybody, I think I found the problem.
What's that?
The floors are broken.
Really? Where?
Come take a look.
Tiakshi, how much flight time did I use putting in the top pieces?
So what's wrong with the floor exactly?
I tell him to lean in and look close, and I point at it, and when he gets close, I fling him in the face.
You what me in the face?
You know, fling, like, hey, what's that? Gotcha.
Oh, that. Okay, you bump your fingers against a scaly chin. It doesn't move.
But seriously, the floor is different on this side than on this side. I think we need to fix that too.
Yeah, probably. What is wrong with it exactly? Just the crack?
It seems to be a crack that's changed the slope of the floor in that particular area.
Is it, how deep is it? How wide?
You can't tell how deep it is because it is too narrow to tell. It's only like a small bundle of hairs thickness.
Finally! Finally, the day has come. How goddamn deep is it? I knew I would find a way.
This minor fissure in the floor is 4 inches deep.
Throughout, or is there like some, does it slope upwards?
Uniform and equal from one end to the other.
There. Take that.
Way
Best
to
spell
go.
ever. I feel accomplished. Anyway. That seems pretty simple. I'd honestly just have Niblin fix it. Well, he needs material. Oh, wait, we have materials.
He can only use the wire that way once per week.
Really? Oh, that seems a bit. Alright. We still have the stone, to be honest. So. I don't think wall of stone would let me fill this, would it? Just too thin.
It's a pretty fine shape, yes.
I guess we can just do this with tools, ye old-fashioned way, because I'm out of stone shape.
Well, you could use wall of stone to make a wall of stone that we can chip and use to make
You
mortar.
mean the one we already have?
Oh, well, let's just do that then. Let's break
I
it
did this
apart.
once.
Let's break it apart for mortar. Let's do it.
Yeah, Varg will just Varg and Greg will just smash it into pieces, and they'll start just jamming the pieces in and stomping on them.
Yeah, Greg, smash.
Actually, I do have.
Skill
don't
in
have-
this?
Yeah, I don't have my profession anymore. Never mind.
Yeah, we're just doing this through blunt force trauma. It's a hole in the ground. I think you can fix that through blunt force trauma.
You do realize that you're basically going to have to grind it down to sand to fit into the gap.
I'm sorry, I have a like 30, 40 something strength. I can grind stone into powder if I feel like it, sir.
No, you can grind stone into powder if you have a mortar with which to grind. Your fists are not hard enough.
I'm gonna fucking buy that amulet that takes the adamantine now. You know that, right? Well, I might have a thing for this one.
For all of your strength, your skin is still skin, your bone is still bone, and your nails are still carrot.
I could have sworn I had a mortar and pestle. Well, why don't we just take one of the large diamonds and a metal pot and grind it in that?
That would reduce the value of the diamond a bit to rough it up so much, but you could grind it down using the diamond. Yes.
Unexpectedly, I have to go, which sucks, but I gotta go.
Oop, unexpected runaway.
Yeah, friends arrived earlier than I expected.
Gotcha. Alrighty then.
Good luck, everybody. Sorry I had to go.
We'll run through a
It's
couple.
okay, bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Is the red core sample hard enough to use as a mortar?
No, the core sample is mostly of primitive ores. It is not that refined.
Damn it, I need to find a use for this thing I've been lugging around for months. If I wanted to ruin my chess set, I could use one of my chess pieces. I carry around a lot of useless crap.
I don't know. I can try and blow it up.
Yes, let's blow it up. I'm sure that'll fix the problem.
Explosions can repair anything. I know. I've watched Indiana Jones.
Well, yeah, you know that's got to be scientifically accurate. Anything that has somebody jumping out of a plane and landing on a raft and surviving, totally scientifically accurate.
Yeah.
Now, maybe I can find a way to use my abacus in this situation.
Yeah, I don't think there's any potions I can make with regular alchemy that will help either.
Yeah, I don't think any of my spells are useful either. I could just say fuck it to the whole room and start disintegrating it.
Supposedly, yes.
If we gave Varg bark skin, would that make him able to do that?
The darkness of wood probably would not be enough, no.
What if we gave him I have a belt of stone skin. What if he was wearing that? I'm just being a jerk now. That doesn't work.
Drake, do you not do you not have your HP set up on Drake's token? It's reading.
Thought I did.
It's reading 0 out of 0 to me. Just be sure to set the HP and HP max fields.
Does anybody in our camp have the ability to prepare mending?
No, that's what I was looking through mine. I don't.
Yeah, I think that came up yesterday, last session. Let me just double check. The spell Mending is on. Oh, Mending is a Druid level 0 spell. And it's a Witch level 0 spell.
So they could have prepared it while we were sleeping. Maybe Ashlyn, the person who was never here, could have prepared it while we were sleeping.
Essentially. Or at least could prepare it now if she had left a slot open. Which, with how many level 0 slots she has, would be prudent.
I'm sure she has one.
Varg, I'm fairly sure, does prepare all of his level 0 slots.
Yep, we keep telling him.
Actually, he keeps telling other people, but yes.
You know how you can
even if
just
not,
scroll over to...
Aislinn does have
Go
a
ahead.
higher level spell slot open, so she could prepare a metamagic version of Mending.
Bam.
Restores D4 hit points to an object. All the pieces must be present. Does not affect creatures. Alrighty then. Okay. She at your bidding eventually kneels down and tries to work her magic on it. No puns intended. And she finds herself unable to affect the stone. She isn't completely sure why, but she notices that there's still a lingering magic aura in this crack. She asks for your help in identifying it.
I shall detect magic and use a knowledge arcana.
I shall try and look up what her knowledge arcana is. There we go.
I believe hers is actually higher than mine, but whichever.
Yeah, only by 12. She eventually concludes that there was a gate here. And this narrow slice of material went through. In fact, with the size and shape that gates usually are, it might have been tall enough to cut off that jet of flame.
Well,
She can also
well, Drake.
only assume the gate was inbound, but there's no real way to tell.
Well, Drake, what do you suggest we do?
I would probably try and see if it's cracked anywhere else along the other ones. These flames are up in the air, right? So we don't have to fear them while we're walking around on the ground.
It's a bit warm in their proximity, but it's not that bad. They're fairly focused. You guys wander about and find no other imperfections in the floor.
Yeah, I think we know what the problem is then.
Yep. Well, I mean, at the very least, we can just sleep and wait till tomorrow. He'll be able to stone shape again tomorrow, right?
He ought to be able to. At the very least, he can channel the gift again tomorrow. Let me check
I don't know how well he's going to be able to sleep since we just got up 5 minutes ago.
It'll be a long day of rock, paper, scissors.
Well, luckily I have my board game and abacus with me.
I mean, yeah, we could explore the other way while the other teleporter while we wait. I mean, it's really whatever.
Yeah, I'd rather not do that until we figure this out.
All right. Drake can entertain himself writing in his notebook. He has no problem just wasting it away.
Spent day in giant god-formed stone structure. Stood too close to the fountain of life. Checked self for cancer. If you two want to cogitate upon it further, I can just assemble the party off to the side where it's a little more comfortably cool, and we can come back to it with next week's session.
Okay.
I know. Let's get somebody to cast Create Water. Then I'll energy ball cold on it to freeze the water and see if that. I bet no one can cast Create Water here.
Nope.
Water is a well, Vark can tomorrow.
Even if that works, it would solve the problem for about 2 seconds before the flames melt it.
Possibly, yes. Potentially. Ideally. I don't think it'll work. Alrighty then. So we shall suspend problem solving the game until next week, when hopefully we shall have a fall cast
Okie doke. Where do I get my friend code from?
I keep trying to talk, forgetting that this is a push-to-talk server. I explained the whole thing right there.
Yeah.
So you go to the home menu, and the options at the top of the bottom screen that you can't like scroll to, you have to tap the block-headed smiley face.
Yeah, just like on the Wii U. Okay.
And then when you scroll over to your name, it's at the bottom of your little player card at the top screen.
And before you guys read it out on air, I should probably end the broadcast for the night. So,